Hello, this is Temporal, and this is Brutally Honest Bandai Kits. And this is the RE-100 Dannen Guy from Gundam F91. And this is my first RE-100 kit ever. And it was very different. It kind of reminded me of the Full Mechanics Raider, just a little bit, but it's definitely more high grade-esque than Master Grade. But the simpler build of it was pretty entertaining. So I'll do the standard here of how it looks. This thing looks phenomenal. Another thing is there's a right here alternate chest piece in red. I decided to use the gray because I think it looks more uniform, and it did use both red and gray chest vents there, or chest parts there, but with different decals. For the gray, you would use the red, and for the green, for the red, use the green, and for the gray, you use the red. But I didn't use any of those. Instead, I bought some water slide decals off of AliExpress, and I used those instead, and I think they look much, much better. Anyways, I think the design of this guy is very cool. I only bought it because I like the design, and really nothing else, because I think it looks really spectacular. I'll flip it around as well. I had the lights on earlier, or doing a little test recording. It came out very green, but plastic is very grayish, with a slight hint of green. Well, there's green. I guess I'll say what I did to it first. I painted the whole thing in black, and I painted some vents with a black Gundam marker, specifically in the front skirts there, back skirts there, the little back thrusters there as well. Same thing with backpack pieces there. I also glued in these little missile pods, I believe, because they kept on fucking falling off. I also put chrome in the back of the little visors there. I did break it when I was taking it off to start top coating it, but it is all fixed now. Yeah. Anyways, let's get on to some other stuff. I did paint the black there because it was in the same color as the thrusters and stuff. And looking at the line art, it's supposed to be in the black, I believe. So I did some painting there to make it blend in as well. I think it looks really nice. Let's go on to the articulation after I burp. Right. I am back now. First off, head is on a ball joint and it's like a C-clip. So you get some very nice downward movement and some okay upward movement. Arms are on ball joints and can extend out about that much, which is not bad. Get some nice back and forth as well, along with some good upward movement there. Arms are on a somewhat of a double joint. It's just barely there. But to make up for that, you get rotation at the joint and rotation at the top, which is very nice. And you get your ball jointed wrists. The body is on I believe, a double ball joint, or it's just on a ball joint, but some nice side to side. The ball joint can be loose, so I'd recommend maybe tightening up the ball joint. That's what I will probably do when I'm done with this review. Side skirts are on ball joints. You just clip them apart. I'm at front skirts. Side skirts are on ball joints as well, but they're also on a C-clip, and they like to fall out as well. Back skirts on the C-clip as well. It's some nice backstrap movement. Right. For the legs, we have a drop-down mechanism. We get a drop-down mechanism, the legs will drop down, but mine are very tight, and I might break it, so I'm not going to do that in this video. But the kicks are very nice. We got our double bended joint knee, which is also very nice. And ball, this is, I think, just the ball and like peg, foot, ball peg foot. These also move up and down. Thrusters are on ball joints. And then these thrusters don't move at all. Articulation for this guy is actually pretty good. For what it is, it's a very good articulated guy. I guess we're on to the accessories now. But first, I'm going to compare it with something I'm building now. We have a small high grade. This thing's fucking tiny. This is smaller than the F91. I'm very sure it's like a little bit smaller. Let me compare it with a bigger high grade, which is the Garazulu. I think they're the same height. Yeah, they are the same height. Just a bit smaller on the Garazulu. But this thing's fucking tiny. Alright, he's gonna go back. Right, so onto the accessories. First up, we have the parade boots, or platforms that, they use on the parade. On that one clip I saw, I have not watched F91. I still gotta watch Double Zeta, so these go on the feet, just like this. It gives it a nice height, but it's for parade details, so you don't ruin the colony they're jumping in. And I think it looks really nice. Next accessory we have is the trigger finger hand in the beam rifle, which I did paint the scope there. Come on, focus, not my fucking fingers. There we go. To paint the scope there. It's a very nice beam rifle. It is like 4 or 5 parts, which is still very nice. And this just goes into my hand just like that. You get some cool rifle poses. You can also, I believe you can just come on. Okay, well you can try to do that, but I'm not gonna try. I'm giving up. Next accessory though involves this part right here, and you just plop it off like that. It is on a peg, so that does move. You have this part right here, and you grab your nice beam shield straight from the F91, except in pink. Can't fucking speak. And this thing is the most complicated part of this kit because it gets in the way of the shoulder. So we're gonna do some playing things here. And the thing is, the shoulder, or the beam shield, faces this way. Not like standard downwards, like the F91. No, it's fucking backwards. So it does get in the way of the shoulder. And everything else. Well, fuck. It does go on there. I will show it off in the thumbnail when you guys click on the video, but yeah. And the last accessory we have here are the beam sabers. You get 2 of them. They're on each side skirt. And to put them in the hand, it's a standard high grade thing. Take off the fingers, put the beam saber in the hand via the peg, which has a nice firm grip. And there we go. It has a nice angle to it. And the dedicated beams here, being these ones right here, they are very nice. I'm not going to cut them out. I might, I'm not sure. But there's that. And, they store in the side skirts, which is very nice. There's also an onboard accessory being the little beam machine gun or beam turret thing on the arm here, which gives it a nice asymmetrical design, like a Zaku, F91 Zaku. And yeah, that's about it for this review then. This has been the RE100 Den and Guy. Pretty sure I can't pronounce that right. But so far, this has been my favorite build of the year, I think. Or favorite build of, my new shelf, basically. Because I'm putting all my new builds, my new shelf there that I will show later, maybe. And it's by far my favorite. It's my new centerpiece of that shelf. And when I review the Action Base 1 later on, maybe next week, this guy's going to be on that thing. This also comes with, I believe, if I can find it. Found it. There's a bit of a mess back here. Action Base connector. So I'm going to plop it on an Action Base. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to stop rambling on. Thank you for watching. And this guy's fucking fantastic. I'd recommend it quite a bit. And well, as I said, thank you for watching. And I'll see you guys later.